सनातनाय सूक्ष्माय सुगुणाय सुशान्ताय सम्पूर्णाय सुशीलाय श्रीनिवासाय ते नमः। एलालवङ्गघनसारसुगन्धितीर्थं दिव्यं वियत्सरिति हेमघटेषु पूर्णं धृत्वाद्य वैदिकशिखामणयः प्रहृष्टाः तिष्ठन्ति वेङ्कटपते तव सुप्रभातम्.
This sloka says, for Bhagavan Venkatesha, the highest of the learned scholars, the best of the Vedic scholars who excel, who are like the crown jewel of Vedic learning and practices, they are carrying these golden pots filled with the Akasha Ganga Tirtha. They are standing there. They are adding flavor to the water, which is already divine, which is divya, which is pure. They are adding cardamom, the elachi, the lavanga, and the edible camphor to this. This water is now ready for Bhagavan's abhishekam. They are doing this with prahrishta, with so much of happiness. Let this be Suprabhatam to you, O Bhagavan. The devotees are making the preparations for the abhishekam of Bhagavan. How are they doing it? They are doing it with the water which is brought from the Akasha Ganga. Viyat Sarit is the Akasha Ganga, the reference to the Akasha Ganga. Already in the 5th verse, we have seen Akasha Sindhu Kamalani Manoharani, when the Saptarishis brought the lotuses from Akasha Ganga for worshipping Bhagavan Sri Venkatesha. Here, people who are the Vaidhika Shikamanis are bringing the lotuses from Akasha Ganga. So here it means the actual Akasha Ganga which we see in Tirumala. What is this Akasha Ganga? Why is this also referred to as the Viyat Sarit? Very interesting thing. Viyat Sarit means the water flowing from the sky. The name Akasha Ganga here is because Akasha is sky. Ganga is Ganga Devi, water. So Viyat Sarit refers to the water from the sky, which is Akasha Ganga. Why is it referred to this way? Very interesting. This is attributed to a great devotee by name Tirumala Nambi. Tirumala Nambi is also called as Sri Shailapurna. His Sanskrita name is Sri Shailapurna. He is one of the 5 acharyas of Bhagavad Ramanuja. Tirumala Nambi used to offer the Tirtha Kaingaryam to Bhagavan. He used to go to the reservoir which is called as Papa Vinasana Tirtha, which is 3 miles from Tirumala, collect the water, bring it all the way to Tirumala for offering the Kainkarya to Bhagavan. One day, as he is taking all the efforts to bring the water, a hunter comes on the way. And he says, "Hey Tata." Tata in Sanskrit means father. "Hey Tata, I'm thirsty, give me some water." Periya Tirumalai Nambi has taken so much of efforts to collect the water for aradhana of Bhagavan. So he says, you have to find your source, and then he keeps walking. The hunter now actually uses his arrow and makes a hole in the pot, drinks the water from it. All the water is now empty. He has to go and do the aradhana to Bhagavan. The Tirumalai Nambi is now very upset because his Kainkaryam is got affected. So he's looking at the hunter and saying, like, what is this? The hunter immediately uses another arrow. This time he points the arrow to a rock. There's a waterfall which appears from this rock. This waterfall is Akasha Ganga. Periya Tirumalai Nambi realizes that Bhagavan himself has come here, and this was done because of Bhagavan's kripa to help Periya Tirumalai Nambi source the water. From that time, the water from this source is used for the Tirumanjana Kainkaryam of Bhagavan, and this water is called as Akasha Ganga, the Ganga which came here because of Srinivasa Bhagavan. So till date, the practice is followed where the Tirtham from Akasha Ganga is used for Bhagavad Aradhana in Tirumala. Here, the Vaidhika Shikamani, the best of the people who are well versed in Vedas, offer themselves to Bhagavan. What do they offer? Tirtha Kaingarya to Bhagavan. Bhagavan is given this Akasha Ganga Tirtha. So they collect the Tirtha and offer it to Bhagavan in order to make Bhagavan happy. Usually, the scholars will recite Vedas. But why are they going to physically go collect the water? How is the water collected? How do they bring the water from Akasha Ganga? There are a lot of procedures to it where, because of the sanctity of the water is carried on the head of the devotees. They do not just bring the water like that. For the entire process, the pure water of Akasha Ganga is carried on the head by these great learned scholars. Possibly that is one of the reasons they are called as Shikamani. This divine water is kept in their head. So they are learned in the Vedas, they are well versed in the Vedas, they are well versed in the Kainkarya because they carry the water on their heads in order to make Bhagavan happy. So everybody assembled there. And then what happens? They all want to offer everything to Bhagavan. All the great devotees, the Vaishnavas come there. Even today, if we go to Tirumala, we can see the Arayar Swami, their parampara, everybody comes there. Arayars are those who sing for Bhagavan in the morning. Prominent Jiyar, we call him Bedda Jiyar or the big sannyasi in Tirumala, Periya Kelvi Appan Jiyar Swami. He comes there first thing in the morning. Periya Tirumalai Nambi, the Acharya who I said, his parampara people who come and offer their worship, they are there. Anantalvan Vamsa, they are there. Annamacharya, we know a lot of Annamacharya songs. So the Annamacharya parampara come there to sing for Bhagavan. The Archakas, Paricharakas, everybody come there and assemble. Everybody is now ready with the Tirtha for Bhagavan. How are they bringing the water? Kema Gateshu Purnam. They are bringing it in the golden pots. Even that has to be pure. Bringing in something, we can't use plastic and other bottles to bring water for Bhagavan, right? Kema Gateshu Purnam. It has to be in the best of the thing in order to offer to Bhagavan. Here, the Vaidhika Shikamanayaha, they come and they recite the Vedas in front of Bhagavan. At that point, they have also carried the pot which is filled with water. Hema Gateshu Purnam. The complete Hema Gata, the golden pot filled with water, are carried by them all the way from Akasha Ganga to Tirumala. They come there, they offer all this to Bhagavan in addition to reciting the Vedas, all this just to make Bhagavan happy. Akasha Ganga itself is the divine Tirtha. To that, they add Ela, Lavanga, Ganasara, Sugandhi Tirtham. These are added to make the water have fragrance. Possibly there are other things which add flavor which are added to this. And the water is made ready to offer to Bhagavan. Will these substances being added make the water get the samskara? Prakrishta. The happiness, the divine joy which comes as a result of bhakti to Bhagavat Seva is also added to that water. When we add our bhakti and do the samskarana, only then it is ready as an offering to Bhagavan. Whenever we do something, we should add that bhakti to it so that Bhagavan can accept it. Bhagavan says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachati. Patram is there, Pushpam is there, Phalam, the fruits are there, Toyam, water. All these are there. They can offer it to me. Yome Bhaktya Prayachati. Mix it with some bhakti, then I will accept it. So giving all this is there. But when will Bhagavan accept it? When all these are mixed with devotion, Bhagavan accepts these things. So here, that is exactly what is mentioned. What are they doing? They are adding the Ela, Lavanga, Ganasara, everything to the water which is brought from Akasha Ganga. and Prahrishta. They are adding their divine bhakti, the joy of doing seva to Bhagavan into it, offering it to Bhagavan. The devotees here, what do? The two people who are well versed in Vedas, they bring in the tirtha, they carry the tirtha, they bring in so much of happiness when they do this entire thing. They add the yela, lavanga, and all the auspicious, fragrant things to it, and they offer it to Bhagavan so that Bhagavan can accept it. So Vaidhika Shikamani, they offer the Tirtha Kainkadya and Bhagavan accepts it. So let this be an auspicious morning to you. Oh Bhagavan, please wake up Tava Suprabhatam. Venkatachalapate Tava Suprabhatam.
एलालवङ्गघनसारसुगन्धितीर्थम् दिव्यं वियत्सरिति हेमघटेषु पूर्णम् धृत्वाद्य वैदिकशिखामणयः प्रहृष्टाः तिष्ठन्ति वेङ्कटपते तव सुप्रभातम् कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैव बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि.